what's this? What time is it? It's 9:30 in the morning. I got some errands that I gotta run, and they have to get done. Like, they can't wait. So I gotta bring y'all with me, and I gotta multitask. That's what adulting is about. So I'm about to bring y'all with me or whatever as we get into this episode. All right, y'all, we out. We out. Okay, so on this episode, we are going to be discussing my relationship status. It's still single, y'all. I'm still single. I know y'all probably was like, what, girl? What happened? I'm still single, y'all. Don't worry. I'm still single. So yes, I am still living single. That is the title of this episode, Still Living Single. And shout out to all my single people. Shout out to us. Especially during this pandemic, and especially during this quarantine. Shout out to us, okay? Being single and being in a pandemic and having to be quarantined, that hits different. You understand what I'm saying? It hits different. And I'm just going off of personal experience and, you know, conversations that I've been having with my friends, with my homegirls, because it's been upsetting us. Conversations that I've been having with my homegirls or whatever, like being single and having to be quarantined, it hit different. So shout out to us, okay, for surviving this quarantine, being single. You understand? For us, making sure that, you know, we stay grounded, we stay focused. Don't give up, don't lose hope. We coming out of this quarantine, so don't worry, y'all. Don't worry. I'm still single. I don't mind being single, just only because, you know, God really showed me that I wasn't as ready as I thought I was for a relationship. You get what I'm saying? I want one for sure. Like, you get what I'm saying? I definitely want one, but I'm not ready for one. Not saying that I ain't ready to commit or whatever, or I'm a cheat or something like that or whatever. It's just like I'm not in a space to receive the person that God has for me. Well, I haven't been in a space to receive the person that God has for me. You get what I'm saying? There's work that I didn't realize that I needed to do on myself. You get what I'm saying? This whole time, you know, since I've been out of, you know, that relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, you know, the situation that I had told y'all about back in season 1. Most of my friends and family members know about it. The situation I was in for 7 years, on and off. After I got out of that situation in 2015 or whatever, you know, I was basically, I spent majority of my time trying to just heal from that. You get what I'm saying? I spent majority of my time just trying to get over the fact that you know, I'm no longer with this person. This person is no longer going to be around. You get what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that happened in that 7 years, I spent most of my time just trying to get over that. And that was hard. It definitely was hard. It was rough. I found myself in a space of anger. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of anger issues, just because I was angry at myself for, number one, allowing most of that stuff to happen, and just, you know, and just for the situation not turning out the way that I wanted it to turn out. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 1000%. I was angry at the fact that this situation didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out. You understand? Or what I was hoping for it to turn out. You get what I'm saying? I spent a lot of time just trying to regroup after that situation, and it took some time. That situation was over in 2015, and I want to say it took me some time. Like, I didn't, you know, it didn't take me 1 or 2 years. Like, that took me some time, just simply because mentally, it had broken me down to like nothing. I felt like nothing, and that's honest and that's real. That situation had definitely broken me down to a point where I just felt like, damn, like, why me? But why not me? You understand what I'm saying? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves when we find ourselves in situations. It's like, well, why not me? You get what I'm saying? God put me in that situation for a reason. He allowed that situation to happen for a reason. And I'm thankful for that situation because it's made me who I am today. It's helped shape me in who I am today. You get what I'm saying? So I definitely spent a lot of time trying to get past that situation, but in me trying to get past that situation, I didn't stop to take the time to actually do the work on myself. You get what I'm saying? I was just so focused on, well, I got to get over this. I got to hurry up and get over this. I can't keep, you understand what I'm saying? You know, letting this linger over my life and have control over my life. But I didn't stop to take care of Leanne. I didn't stop to be kind with Leanne. I didn't, you know, have patience with myself. I didn't stop to say, son, like, that was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't ready to get in a relationship after that. Not even because of the person. Not because I wanted the person still, because I definitely don't. Like, and no, that's not the case. But I wasn't ready to receive better. I wasn't ready to receive my great. I was expecting the great, but I wasn't ready to receive my great. And I think that that's a lot of that's a problem for a lot of people my age, and especially a lot of people who have come out of toxic relationships or who have come out of long-term relationships or situations that didn't work out. They don't take, I'm not going to say that, I'm not going to exclude myself. We don't take the time to heal ourselves. We don't take the time to regroup. You get what I'm saying? After situations like that, you have to go back to the drawing board. And it's like I had to come up out of that woe is me pity party. You get what I'm saying? I had to really check myself. I had to really be like, yo, what's good with you? Like, because this is it's not the first time that this has happened. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that continues to keep reoccurring. What's your deal? Like, what's your problem, Leanne? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what is it? I had to seek professional help, just simply because I found myself in a state of depression. So I started to you know, look for a therapist and everything like that or whatever. And it was very important to me to get a therapist who was a Black woman, just simply because I felt as though that she would be able to relate to me more. I would be able to relate to her more, not even on a personal level, but just being a Black woman, period, because that's a struggle within itself. You understand what I'm saying? That was important to me, but you know, I couldn't find one at the time. I was looking. This was 2017. That's when I actively had started seeking professional help. I couldn't find one or whatever, and so, you know, me, I'm just like, well, okay, I can't find one, so let me just see what's the next best thing. You get what I'm saying? So I did find this really nice lady. She was very sweet, very soft-spoken. I'm not soft-spoken, not one bit. Not at all. And I just felt as though those sessions weren't really helping. Granted, there is a process to therapy, and you cannot rush it. You understand what I'm saying? There is a process to therapy, but I have been going to her for some months or whatever, and I just honestly felt like we were going in circles, as opposed to really starting a legit process and putting a legit plan in place for my healing. I started looking for another therapist. I prayed on it, and by the grace of God, I was able to find this beautiful Nubian Black queen, who's still my therapist to this day. I did ghost her though for several months. I ghosted her or whatever, but now I'm back. But you know, this experience with her, with my therapist now, is much different than the experience that I had with my other therapist, just simply because she speaks to me in the same manner. The way that she speaks to me is the way that I like to receive information. You understand what I'm saying? Be honest with me. Be upfront with me. Yes, it's going to hurt my feelings. No, I'm not going to like the way that it sounds. But at the end of the day, I know you're being honest with me. And I know that what you're telling me is for my benefit and for my good. And she's definitely helped me make some breakthroughs in regards to dating. In regards to, you understand what I'm saying, who I am as a person. And there were some ugly truths about myself that I had to face in regards to dating and in regards to relationships. You understand what I'm saying? It definitely made me uncomfortable. There were definitely sessions where I just wanted to tell her, like, I'm leaving and just get up and walk out. But I knew that in those moments, that's where the healing was starting to happen, because I had to be honest. But there is some toxicity inside of me. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's hard to have to come to the realization about and admit. You get what I'm saying? There's some toxicity inside of me. You understand? There is some previous toxicity left over that's still inside of me that I have to release. You understand what I'm saying? Which is very clear, which made it very clear that I was not ready for another relationship. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't ready to receive what it is that God has for me in regards to the man that he's prepared for me. I wasn't ready. Like, and it's okay to admit that you're not ready. That's the problem. People don't want to admit it. It's all right to admit it. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. I promise. It's okay. Now, when I say there was some leftover toxicity, I'm not meaning, like, you get what I'm saying, I'm not good in relationships or whatever the case may be, but I was still holding on to things that had happened, which meant that I kept carrying that over into new situations. But what I also was doing was, I found myself, right, I kept finding myself in similar situations. The really handsome guy, you get what I'm saying, who says that he wants this, but yet he don't want it with me. Or the guy, the banging guy, you get what I'm saying, who we talking, but it's not going anywhere. You get what I'm saying? The guy who, you know, won't go out on dates, but you'll come over for Netflix and chill and to lay up in my bed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I kept finding myself in those situations. So, of course, when you keep finding yourself in certain situations, you at some point you start to think, like, damn, what's wrong with me? You get what I'm saying? Like, why they don't want me? Like, what am I doing wrong? But my therapist really ripped me. She was like, Leanne, you keep messing with the same dude, but they just have a different name. I was like, yo! Zara! What? When she said that to me, honestly, it was not she didn't have enough tissue the way that I wept. I wept on that woman's couch. I wept. Because when she said it to me, I was like, oh my God, you're right. Like, you're right. I was messing with the same dude. Literally, I was messing with the same kind of guy. The cool guy, the guy that made me laugh, because I love a dude that made me laugh. And that's my problem. That's my problem now. You understand what I'm saying? Talking to dudes that make me laugh, and you know, because they real funny or whatever. Okay, like, you funny, all right, whatever, fine. I ain't mad at you no more. Or, you get what I'm saying? I can look past that, but it's like, Leanne, you can't keep doing that because it's hurting you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep dealing with the same type of guy and then expecting to be treated differently. That is called insanity. When you keep doing the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. That's insanity. So, once I legit came to that realization, this is 2018, y'all, when I came to that legit realization that I'm messing with the same type of guy, expecting something different. You get what I'm saying? Which is causing me all of this stress and hurt and self-doubt. It's like, damn, son, like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's the problem? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? So I had to check myself about that once that ugly truth came to light, I had to check myself about it. There were things that I had to do. You get what I'm saying? There were things that I had to change. You understand what I'm saying? I literally had to just sit down with myself and be like, all right, yo, like, so what are we about to do about this? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we about to do? Because you can't keep going on like this, because if not, you're gonna pass out. Like, I literally felt like I was gonna pass out if something didn't change. I had to come home and take a bathroom break. I wasn't gonna make it. So dating right now, being as though we're in a whole pandemic, it's almost non-existent. But I feel like even before this pandemic even happened, I feel like dating has become non-existent. Like, nobody wants to date. Like, nobody wants to go, through the dating stage. That's the vetting stage. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like nobody wants to do that anymore. Dating has literally become such a gray ass area, and it's so annoying, because my thing is, be upfront and honest about what your intentions are when you meet someone. You understand what I'm saying? And when you get in that type of space with somebody. But it's not that. It hasn't been that for a long ass time. Y'all remember 3 years ago, I was telling y'all that dating was bullshit back then. And I'm sorry, but it still is, because nobody is taking the time out to date. There are still some pretty toxic influences. One of them being reality TV and social media and all of that other nonsense. So it's like dating, no longer exists, because there has been a new norm put in place. And what the new norm is, you meet somebody, oh my God, you so banging, you ripping so good, I like you so much, we talking, we having sex. What? Like, what is that? You understand what I'm saying? People are mistaking lust for chemistry. Just because you and this person have great sex, that's not chemistry. That's lust. It's simply physical. It's lust. It's lust. That's not chemistry. It's not chemistry, bruh. It's not. Because 9 times out of 10, if you take the sex out of the equation, that's all y'all had in common. And I'm not knocking anybody who just wants to, maintain a sexual relationship. I'm not mad at that. By all means, do what you gotta do. Scratch that itch. You understand? I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is, just don't come to me with that. Like, because it's not like that. Don't try to come to me with that, this chemistry just because you want to take me down. No, like, I'm not doing that. So I just feel like dating has been turned into such a fiasco, and I don't understand why. Like, dating really should not be that hard, but people make it so hard. Oh my God, just tell me what you like. Honestly, this is my thing. Just tell me what it is that you are trying to do. Tell me. You don't gotta tell me the first day or the first night that we meet, because 9 times out of 10, the first time we meet, we had a brunch or something, we had to book out. You understand what I'm saying? We both. I'm not saying tell me that the day that you meet me. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in the early stages of you getting to know me, be honest with me and tell me what your intentions are. If you just try and take me down, tell me that, so I can kindly tell you hell no. Tell me that. Tell me that, right? Tell me that's what you're trying to do, so I can tell you absolutely not. If you want to kick it with me, you understand what I'm saying? Because you feeling me, we got a good vibe and everything like that, you want to hang out, let me know that. So therefore, I can make the decision on whether or not I want you in my space and whether or not I want to exchange energies with you. Let me know that. If you are looking for a serious relationship, you understand what I'm saying? That's where you at in life, you ready to settle down. Also, let me know. Let me know that. So therefore, I can determine whether or not I'm going to continue to talk to you, because guess what? I don't want to waste your time either. You get what I'm saying? If that's not where I am, I don't want to waste your time either, because that's not fair to you. And I just feel like people don't do that. And it pisses me off because that creates a lot of situationships, that creates a lot of toxic situations. And not for nothing, a lot of people are actually even scared to date for that. You get what I'm saying? For those simple reasons right there, because people are not honest and people are not upfront about what their intentions are. I don't have time to keep playing these games. Like, I'm not about to keep doing that. And there are a lot of people who feel like that, men and women. My thing is, if you're looking for a certain something, let that be known. Guess what? Nobody's going to hate you for it. Nobody's going to be mad at you for it. But what they're going to be mad about is the fact that you've tricked them into a situation only to just pull the carpet from up under their feet. That's what somebody's going to be mad at you about. That's what somebody's going to be pissed at you about. And not for nothing, that's what somebody's going to want to pop off on you for. Like, I'm not gonna front. Just be honest. Like, that's my bro. Get your bike out the way. That's my thing. Just be honest. I don't understand what's so hard about being honest about what your intentions are. Just let me know. Just tell me. Don't bamboozle me into a situation and then, come to find out you absolutely have no other intentions but to waste my damn time. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm not going to keep wasting time and resources on people who have no intentions on doing the right thing by me. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, I'm in the house now, y'all. I'm in the house now. It's hot as hell outside. Like, hot as hell. It's hot as hell. It's a beautiful day, though. Don't get it twisted. It is a very beautiful day, okay? It's a beautiful day outside. I'm very thankful for it. I have no complaints, but it's blazing hip-hop and R&B outside. I had to come in the house. It's not like that, you understand? But on a much lighter note, because I've been pretty intense, you get what I'm saying, throughout this whole episode. And that's only because I get upset when I'm talking about dating and all of the shenanigans that come with it. I get very, very, very upset. I get upset, but I'm okay. Let me tone it down. But on a lighter note, you get what I'm saying, I really don't mind being single. I'm not mad at it. I appreciate this space that I'm in, this space of isolation, just because I know that God has me in this space for a reason. Isolation often sometimes gets mistaken for loneliness. You get what I'm saying? It's very easy to feel lonely and to feel like you don't have nobody and that nobody wants you, but in all actuality, that's not the case. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're in a space of being by yourself for a reason. And I mean, technically you're not really by yourself because God is always with you. You understand what I'm saying? He's positioned people around you in your life to be there for you. But as far as on a significant other level or companion level, people are so quick to say, oh, I'm lonely. I could say that because I've done that. I've said that. I've been there. I've struggled with that. I'm human. There are times when things get a little shaky for me. I get a little weary just because I'm someone, for example, I'm someone who loves affection. I love to be hugged up on. I love to be kissed up on, like holding hands, all of that. Like, hold my hand while I'm driving. You get what I'm saying? I love that. I absolutely love it. I love it so bad. And my friends, they laugh at me because I love that. You get what I'm saying? They go, oh my God, that's so dumb. But I love it. I love it so bad, right? So I don't have that right now. I can't have that right now. Not if I want something with substance. Not if I want something that has meaning. You get what I'm saying? I can't have that right now. So sometimes I find myself in a space like, oh boy, God, for real? You get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I find myself in that space, but I have to remember, like, look, Leanne, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You've been through so much. You understand? Like, this is restoration. And we can't mistake being by ourselves and being in isolation. We can't mistake that with loneliness. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we mistake that with being lonely. And don't get me wrong, I've been there. Like, there have been times where I'm like, oh my God, I'm lonely, I'm alone. But it's like, in all actuality, I'm not. God's always there. You get what I'm saying? God has positioned people in my life to be here for me. You get what I'm saying? He handpicked these people. So it's like, I'm not alone, but we mistake that for loneliness just because we're not used to, not having somebody there. But having just somebody there isn't always a good thing, because that somebody may not be a good somebody. That person may not be right for you. That person, you know, may not be treating you right. And I had to get out of that mindset of, well, at least I have somebody. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how I ended up in a lot of situations where I wound up hurt, or I wound up, you know, not getting what it is that I deserve, all because, well, at least I have somebody, or at least this person's here, or at least that person's here. It's like, first of all, I'm not chopped liver, so I should not have that. I should not have that mentality, okay? But it's easy to get caught up in that. You understand what I'm saying? When you're single. So I can definitely say that I'm very appreciative of this space that I'm in right now, because it gives me an opportunity to actually learn things about myself, right? It allows me to actually decide what it is that I want in a significant other. Not, and you know what, not just decide, but it actually allows me to, it allows me to, how can I put this? It allows me to be able to say what it is that I deserve, right? Because it's one thing to decide what you want in a person. It's another thing to realize what it is that you deserve. And for a very long time, I didn't realize what I deserved, right? Because I had these blinders on. I was in a space where I was like, oh, well, but he's funny. Okay, but he made me laugh, you know? Oh, but he's affectionate. Okay, but what about the other things that he's not doing? He's not being honest. You get what I'm saying? He's not giving any type of reciprocity. You understand what I'm saying? He's not interested in what it is that you're interested in, right? He's not respecting you. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. So it's like all of the bad outweighs the good, but because there was just somebody there, I just went with that. So now I'm in a space where it's like, okay, Leanne, you can't do that no more. Like, don't do that. So I'm very appreciative and I'm very thankful for this space that I'm in. So to all my single people, I just want to say we have to start looking at being single a lot differently. You get what I'm saying? Being single right now, we're single right now for a reason. There is a story that I did tell y'all. I did say I would tell y'all. You know, I'm a woman of my word. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to put this disclaimer out there before I tell y'all the story, because I'm not beat for nobody trying to judge me. Like, I don't got time. I don't got time for that, because I don't judge people. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that knows me knows that I don't judge nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not how I get down. So I just want y'all to know that before I tell this story, I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not superficial. I'm not shallow. I'm not none of that. I could honestly care less about what it is that you have or you don't have. But I'm not going to ignore the red flags. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm taking care of somebody's son again because I have. Actually, a couple, okay? That's a different topic for a different day. So, let me go ahead and get into the story for y'all. So, it was, when was this? This wasn't real recent. This took place in 2013. This was during one of those times that my ex wanted to disappear. He had decided I just did something so wrong because I called him out on something. He just decided that I did something so bad by calling him out on something and giving him that same energy that he decided that he wanted to disappear. So, okay, fine. But I had to move on. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep it moving because, I mean, I didn't know if we were going to get back together or start messing with each other again. So, it is what it is. So I was actively dating. Well, like seeking to talk to somebody new. So there was this one guy that I had met through a friend. He had a get together. We instantly hit it off. We instantly connected over Juicy J. we instantly connected. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, we vibed the whole night. We, you know, our conversation was just like really, it was deep. You get what I'm saying? Like, we literally sat outside my friend's house talking for like hours. I think the sun was coming up by the time we decided that it was like, all right, that's a wrap. Like, we about to wrap it up. Of course, we exchanged numbers and everything like that. And you know, we talked on the phone, we text, we called each other, like, it was regular. So we had we scheduled another time for us to chill. Now, our second encounter, you know, it wasn't a date or anything like that. There was no pressure for that at the time. But you know, we had made arrangements to chill again. So I had went to his house or whatever. Not like that, y'all. Like, not for none of that. I just went over there to chill with him. Only because, like, I ain't want him to come to my house. Like, I ain't want him to come to my house. Like, no, I don't know you. I don't know you like that. So I went to his house or whatever, and, you know, we hung out. And this was when Django had first came out with Jamie Foxx. This is when Django had came out. He had the movie. He had the bootleg. It was a good ass bootleg too. So we watching a movie or whatever, right? And he's, you know, giving me like real information about, you know, the things that's happening in the movies, like real facts, like real history. And I, you know, I'm loving it because I love a man who can teach me something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love a man who's educated, who's well spoken. You know what you're talking about. It's factual. Like, what you mean? That's sexy as hell. So I'm cool with it. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we're watching a movie and stuff like that. And, you know, he started getting all, you know, the white man this and the white man that, right? So, you know me, I'm just like, bruh, like, we watching the movie right now. I'm like, nah, like, I feel you or whatever, you get what I'm saying? Like, I understand where you're coming from, you know, we expressing how we feel. So he, you know, decides to tell, you know, like, well, I knew where he worked at, right? We spoke about that type of stuff over the phone, right? And once I told him where I worked at the time or whatever, and, you know, he knew I had my own car. He knew, you know, I had an apartment with my brother. You get what I'm saying? He knew those things. So once he found out those things, he was like, oh, you got money. And I was like, huh? I was like, I'm an adult and I'm doing adult things. What are you talking about? I got money. Like, what? So I left it at that, right? So that was the first red flag. So we at the house or whatever, watching Django and stuff like that or whatever, you know. So he decides that he wants to, you know, start telling me about his job. And I'm gonna listen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, by all means, you can vent. This is your safe space. Like, please. So he picked up this box, right? And I'm like, what is you doing? Like, what are you doing? So he was like, yeah, you know, I hate my job. It's so dumb. He was like, I don't even really get paid nothing. Right when he said that, I felt like the conversation was about to go somewhere that I really wasn't beat for it to go. And I just don't care to know what your bank account looks like. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at this point, at this early on, I don't really care to know. But as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're handling your business as a grown man, we good. It don't matter if I make more than you or not. As long as you're handling your business and doing what you have to do, that's fine. So he started pulling out this box or whatever, and it got hella papers in it and stuff, right? So he was like, yo, they don't even pay me shit, but yeah, I do all this work, and you know, this, that, and the third, and they ain't gonna do this, and they ain't gonna do that. And I was just like, well, look for another job. Like, I don't understand. Like, if that's what the case is, then look for another job. He pulls out his pay stub, y'all, and he shows it to me. this young man showed me his pay stubs. So now I'm just like, now that puts me in a very awkward situation. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, I don't need to know your finances. Like, okay, if you tell me that they're not paying you nothing, all right, I'll take your word for it. You don't have to show me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, okay, this just really got weird. I need the movie to hurry up and be over so I could go, because I don't have time for this. Like, I really don't. And you know, I mean, I kept like talking to him like after the fact, but it just kind of felt like, to me, like I felt like he felt that he found a come up. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just by certain things that he was saying. And that was a turn off, because I'm just like, bro, like at the end of the day, like I'm not here to take care of you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that. Like this is not what this is. And again, I'm not materialistic. Like, I'm not really pressed about what you do, what you have, and what you don't have. But I'm a firm believer in reciprocity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and be doing all of this stuff and you're not able to do it for me. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that you're never going to be able to do it. But again, there were other red flags. You understand what I'm saying? So I wasn't about to put myself in that situation. Like, bruh, take this pay stub and go somewhere, because I'm not beat. Like, I'm really not beat. I'm not beat for that. So I had somebody show me their pay stub, y'all. I mean, look, I'm not the one to judge. I'm really not the one to judge. You know, I'm not that type of girl. I'm really not. But just, I didn't need to see it. Like, that definitely was a turn off. Not because of what the amount was on the pay stub. And no, I'm not about to tell y'all what it was. Not because of the amount, but just because of the, like, he was one of them dudes that did too much too fast. That's what it was. I feel like that's what it was. He did too much too fast. Now, had we been talking, like, you understand what I'm saying, for months, it was getting serious and things of that nature, and we talking about moving in together, this, that, and third, hell yeah, I need to know what you bringing home. I need to know what's good with these bills. You understand what I'm saying? Like, absolutely I need to know what you bringing home. But you ain't even know my last name. Like, what is you doing? Like, he did way too much too fast, and that was a turn off, and that situation was very short-lived. So y'all can't never say that I didn't tell y'all anything, okay? I told y'all the story, so now leave me alone, okay? All right. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of The Lil's Experience. I was really excited to do this episode just because I did the same exact topic 3 years ago. And for me to, you know, see the difference in my mindset and perspective from back then until now is really dope. So I was really excited to do this episode. And I hope that you all enjoyed it. Hit me up and let me know what your experiences are while living single right now. Or if you're not single anymore, but you still want to share, you know, some of your experience, please don't hesitate to do so. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You do not want to miss the episodes and the topics that are soon to come. So before I get up out of here, I just want to leave y'all with these 3 things. Mind your business, drink your water, and talk to God. This is your girl Lils with The Lil's Experience Season 2. And until next time, peace.